Welcome to Aaron Plays. In this episode we will be doing turn 6 of the Battle of Hanau for the Coalition. From the end of the last video there was a couple of little changes that occurred. Primarily from here, a unit routed 2, 3, 4, 5 to here. The other thing I didn't do when I was routing units is you're meant to change their recovery marker to the current turn +2. So all these routed units here and here now have a turn 8 marker underneath them. So it's the current turn, which is turn 6 +2 for a rout. Disorder, it's the current turn. So the earliest these will be able to recover is turn 10, because when it comes to recovery you can only recover stuff that is 2 turns prior to the current turn. So recovering routed units takes a considerable amount of time. Okay, so with the command phase, well, first of all, army morale levels. So the French have got 19 step losses. They took a few step losses from fire, the defensive fire last turn, but they recovered some on the guard, and so their losses remain the same at 19, and they have no demoralised units on the map, so their overall army morale loss level is 19. The Coalition have got 44 step losses and 22 disordered units. So that takes them to 66, which is over their army morale level. So they are now again demoralised. So all their units have an additional -1 on their morale. Command phase. Well, there's a lot of command confusion in the Coalition forces. Okay. The army commander here. Alright, so his formation generals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So Becker's is out of command. Where's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hanau is just in command. Lamotte is in command. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Fresnel is in command, and Spallini is in command. Okay, so we just have one out of command commander. That's Becker's, and he is in command of the 2nd Division. So we have quite a few of their units out of command. I don't think so. There's a 2nd Division unit here, so he's out of command. Okay. The reserve, which is with either Fresnel or, I keep losing this guy, Hanau, got a range of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this battery is out of command. However, De Werder can take command of 3 units. So he will take personal command of this unit and this unit and this unit. So those 3 units there, he will take personal command of. So that removes that one there. So this reserve battery, yeah, all in command, right. So this is quite complex because the commanders are all out of position. So this reserve battery here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, that's okay, that's okay. 2nd Division and 2nd Division. 2nd Division commander, Beck, so these are okay. The disordered lot doesn't really matter because if they move, they've got to move back towards the line of communication anyway. Okay. So it looks like the 2nd Division and the reserve here, they're all okay. This reserve battery is just in command. That's commanded by Werder. Right, so that's that side done. Over here, these are 3rd divisions, other disorders, so don't have to worry. This one here, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay. It looks like that cavalry there, 3rd division. 3rd division, that's Lamont. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yep. Okay, we'll look like we're okay for everybody else. So in actual fact, because of Diverter, he manages to keep everybody in command. Cavalry charge phase. Simply put, none. They're not in a position to charge at the present moment in time, so none. Which leads us to the movement phase. Now again, I've got orders from my opponent, roughly where he wants these guys to all end up. So I'll be following that. I will start over this side and work my way to the west. Okay, I'm just trying to follow the orders that I've been given for the coalition. Okay, so don't worry about these red dice dotted around. They're just to remind me where units need to end up. So we have this artillery battery here forming up, and it wants to end up here, so that unit falls back 1, 2 to there, and this battery 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, next there is the 28th Infantry, which is under there. He wants those forming up in line there. There's another battery. He's got it one across here for 1. Crossing stream 2, 3, 4, 5. He's only got 5. So I think that's incorrect the way he's got that moving. Oh wait a minute, this could be this battery here. But where it is. So that goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is an infantry unit, so they form in line there with them. Not a battery, an infantry unit. Okay. Right. Okay, so this battery here changes facing. Okay, this infantry here falls back 1, 2, 3. And Mr. Diverter falls back to these guys in the hope of rallying them. Okay. The routed units here. Oh, the route markers, these come from one of the Hexacin games. There's no real nice route markers that come with the Legion games, which I think is a bit unfortunate, because the way they want you to mark routed is with 2 of these disordered counters, which, no, it looks a bit messy. So using route markers from a different game, I think does achieve what I'm actually trying to do. It makes it stand out a bit that they are routed counters or units. Okay, some disordered units moving back here. 1, 2, 3, 4 to here, and here with the little commander here leaving the routed unit. In the hopes of recovering some disordered guys. And Becker stays there. Say out of command. Right, okay, so that's pretty much the eastern side. Now let's have a look at the western side. Okay, General Lamotte falls back to these bunch of disordered guys with his 5 fatigue. Regarding accumulating fatigue, that's a good point. Some of these units have moved more than half their movement allowance. So 2nd Division, which is Becker's, they now go up to 4 fatigue. And the reserve, that was artillery, doesn't count. 2nd Division, we've just done. Okay, so reserve has only been artillery around here, so that doesn't count. 4 fatigue there. Right. Okay, so this artillery he wants formed here, which is possible. It's going down a slope. Terrain affects costs for going down a slope. For artillery, going down is +1, so that'll be 2 to there, 3, 4 to Unlimber. And this infantry unit can then form up here with them, covering that bridge. This battalion here goes into, I say battalion, these are sort of regiments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there, covering with a skirmisher just across the bridge there. But an interesting little conundrum here, and I hope my opponent agrees with the way I'm resolving it. This is a reserve unit. This is their commander, Mr. Fresnel. We've also got reserve over here, so I'm taking the command from the nearest command because Hanau has got the word ad hoc, but he's in command of the reserve as well as Fresnel. So I'm using the fatigue from their nearest commander. So Fresnel or Hanau's on a 4 fatigue because nothing here that he's directly commanding. Infantry, because artillery don't accumulate fatigue. It's just the artillery, sorry, the infantry and the cavalry. So they're on 4 fatigue over this side, but any of the reserves over here are Fresnel's boys, and this unit here has just expended its full movement allowance. That increases their fatigue now to 6. So yeah, accumulate quite high. Right, so this cavalry here, that's an artillery unit, isn't it? Yeah, artillery, so it's not an infantry, sorry, no cavalry here at all whatsoever, are falling back behind this guy. Now, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, that's quite acceptable. Okay. Okay, so continuing the retreats. So we know Fresnel is now on 6 fatigue. Let's move him there for the moment. We want a group of cavalry sitting in this hex. Unit 4. Unit 7. I think there's a unit 9. Yep. So they can all fall back to here. And we want Mr. Spallini to rally them. And he's got 10 movement, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, not a problem. And Spallini has got 3 fatigue now. Has he got any units that's going to be moving more than, well, we'll find out in a moment. Okay. This cavalry here, they want to form up just this side of the bridge with this guy. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they get to there, which does increase his fatigue to 4. Okay. Unit 40 gets to here. You can see, hopefully they're going to recover a fair few units. There's Mr. Fresnel. I say he's got 6 fatigue. Spallini's got 4, 2 cavalry. Right, where's this unit fall back to? Unit 35. Okay, so the Cossacks go back here, and this one goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into there. I said disorder have got all round facing, so they can retreat in any direction. And I believe that is the end of the movement phase. Right, my defensive fire. Well, it was a target-rich environment, but I think he's got most of this. I've got a battery starting to form up nicely here. But most of my targets are now, well, out of range or out of covering arc. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, yeah, out of range. So this unit here will fire on here. So just move the, ooh, just knocked the camera, do apologise. So I've got some guns here, so it's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. -1 for the lights, because it's, well, I say it's bound to go through the actual skirmishes there. Let's have a look. Centre to centre. No, it doesn't. It does not. So it's 5 value of 2 onto those boys there. Okay. So 5 or 6 required for a hit. That is a hit. Okay. Unit 37. That's there first. Okay. Their printed morale is 9. They are part of this reserve over here. The morale is down 1 for fatigue, so it's 8. And then the whole army is demoralised, so their morale is 7. Yep, they're fine. Okay. So from my point of view, that's that battery there. This is out of range, no targets. This one here. No. Okay, shifting over to this side. This battery here. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2. 5 value of 2. Again, 5 or 6 on unit 28 there. That is a hit. Okay, that's on unit 28. And that's their first hit. Okay, printed morale of 8. That's the 2nd division, that's Becker's, so they're not fatigued, so it stays 8. Overall demoralisation, 7. Nope. There you go. Okay. 1, 2. This is turn 6, so they get a 6 counter underneath them. Okay, that puts this position now a little bit vulnerable. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Yeah, just making sure I didn't diminish anything. This battery here is a 6. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That needs a 6. Nope. No, my guns aren't like the Austrians. No, I haven't changed the dice in the last video after my little rant. Okay, so that is defensive fire. Offensive fire. Alright, so there's a gun battery here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Needs a 6. Nope. This battery here. 4, 3, 2. Needs a 5 or 6. Yes, so it scores a hit on my artillery number 08. Alright, remember artillery scores half, takes half hits unless it's limbered, which they're not, so that's a half hit on my artillery battery there. This one, 5, 4. That's a miss. And this battery here, 5, 4. That's a 6. I think that, I'm just double check that's not 2 hits on my unit. Roll a 6 with a 4. No, that's 1 unit. One unit, 1 hit on unit 29. Okay. Alright. That's hit the blue. So their morale drops by 1. So their morale is printed of 8, fatigue 7, hit the blue in this case. Just to show what I mean, because I see saying hit the blue or hit the grey on these charts here. Okay. Whenever a unit's morale is 1 before, for the French case, blue numbers here, okay, and for the coalition, the grey numbers, the morale drops by 1. So it's not when it actually hits the actual grey box or the blue box, it's when it's just before it, the morale drops. So this unit here has taken 3 hits, so you've got 2 steps left, so its morale drops by, so it's taken 3 losses, it's hit the number here, so the morale drops by 1. So going through that again. Oops. The morale printed is 8. Okay, so we're over here. So the morale printed is 8. Dropping 1 for the fatigue is 7. Dropping for 1 for hitting the blue is 6. But McDonald gives them +2 back to 8. Yes, they're okay. Right, so that is defensive fire. Sorry, that was offensive fire. Melee phase. None. Okay. Rally phase. Right, quite a few. So we're going to start over here. And I'll work my way along the front. Okay, so we're in turn 6, so anything with a 4 or lower can attempt to rally. Okay, these guys with Beckers. Alright, right over here they've got two lots of 3. So this is an artillery batteries. Morale printed is 8. Beckers makes them a 9. However, the disordered takes them down by 2 to 7. And overall army demoralisation 6. So no. And attempting to rally, if they fail, they go back 2 hexes towards the line of communication. This unit, printed morale of 8, Becker's 9, -2 for for disordered, and -1 for demoralised. So we're looking at 6 again. No. Okay. Right, so Clay now, he's with 2 units that can try the same. Now, 2nd Division, they're not fatigued, so 2nd Division, so again he's on 8. Claydon gives him 2, 9, 10, and then minus the standard 3 we've been going for is a 7. No. 1, 2. Okay, that's unit 30. Okay, his morale is 9. Clay out 10, 11. Take away 3. It's an 8. He comes back to the colours. Okay. Not testing the routed unit. This unit here's got 6 and a good not testing right. So this one here, unit 33, got a morale of 8, taking away. Now he's a 2nd Division, so it's not taking fatigue. So just taking away 3. So he needs a 5. No. 1, 2. This one here. He also needs a unit number 18. Yeah, he needs a 5. No. Okay, Mr. De Verda. They've got a 5, so they can't. Well, the unit underneath them's got a 3, so they can. Okay, their morale is 8. Mr. Verda makes them a 9. They are from the 2nd Division, so they're not fatigued. So they're on a 9. Take away the 3. It's a 6. They rally. So that forces the disordered unit back 1, because disordered and fresh can't stack. That 3 is gone. And they're back. Okay. Right, so that's the rally on that side. So they've got a few units back. Now let's move down here. Okay. So that's a 6, so he can't. That's a 6. A 6, so they can't. Over here, we know these 2 can try. Right, so 3rd Division. Okay, so they're fatigued. So his morale of 8. Lamotte makes 9. But they've got 2 down for demoralised. Sorry, disorganised. So takes them to a 7. They are demoralised with the overarm 6 and fatigued 5. Oh, no. 1, 2. This unit number 19. That will also be on a 5. They come back. Okay, this unit here is 7, down 2 for disorganised, 5, down another one, 4, down the other ones for the demoralised. Alright, I think that might be the last attempt, otherwise he'll be going off board. Right, so this guy that's stacked with Fresnel, they're on a 4, so yes, they can attempt. So they're on an 8. Fresnel gives them a 9. 49. Yeah, they're taking no losses, so they're on a 9. But they are disorganised, takes it down to a 7. And their fatigue takes it to a 6. And the overall army demoralisation takes it to a 5. They come back. Yeah, nice strong cavalry unit there, just what he needs. Just what the doctor ordered. Now, Mr. Spallini. Alright, looks like they've got a few 4s in here. Yeah. So, start with the top units, a morale of 8. Spallini gives them 9. But you've got 2 for disorganised, takes it down to a 7. And 1 for demoralised, takes it to a 6. So they come back. The other unit will also be on a 6. That's unit number 7. Make sure you're checking his losses. Yeah, he's alright, so he comes back on a 6. Good lads. Curse them all. And the last one here, he'll be coming back on a 6. Let's check his losses. Yeah. Well done, Mr. Spallini. My only criticism of that lot, actually, I think he might have overstacked. Well, I say he, I did. 04. Yeah, there's 4 steps there. 07. There's 2 steps there, so it's 4, 5, 6. And 09. Another 3 steps there. That's 9 steps, which would have been overstacked. So let's not overstack them. Put 2 there, 1 there. The die rolls were good enough. I can't remember exactly what they were, so 1 unit would have not had Spallini's help, but I think they were good enough without his help. So let's recover them all. He can't recover, as I said, he can't recover. So a good bit of recovery here. These guys can't recover yet. Not so good on this one. And here, still looks a bit dodgy. No fatigue recovery. In fact, a few fatigue points gained. So yes, I think that concludes the coalition turn. Okay, a fair decent bit of recovery there. I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. We'll find out at the beginning of turn 7. Well, that's the end of the video. Hit the like and subscribe if you've enjoyed what you're viewing. Any comments much appreciated. Thank you for watching. All the best. Bye.